Listen to me. I want you to sit down, lean in, and really hear what I am about to say because we are talking about your security. We are talking about the money you have worked 40, 50 years to protect. The question on the table today is one I'm seeing everywhere. Is Dave a legitimate app? Now, when you hear a name like Dave, it sounds friendly, doesn't it? It sounds like a neighbor who's going to lend you a cup of sugar. But in the world of finance, especially for those of you who are retired or standing on the doorstep of retirement, we don't look for friendly. We look for safe, we look for transparent, and we look for sound. I know the fear that keeps you up at night. I know it because I've heard it for decades. It's the fear of the gap. That period between when a bill is due and when your Social Security check or your pension finally hits the account. And when that gap happens, the panic sets in. You're afraid of the bank hitting you with a $35 overdraft fee because you were $2 short on a grocery bill. It feels like the bank is punishing you for being responsible, but just a little bit short on timing. So, along comes an app like Dave promising ExtraCash. They tell you they'll give you $500 with no interest and no credit check. It sounds like a godsend. But I need you to understand the difference between legitimate and right for you. Is Dave a real company? Yes. It is a publicly traded company. It is FDIC insured through its partner banks. It's not a scam in the sense that they're going to disappear with your money overnight. But, and this is a but, that could cost you your peace of mind. Is it a company that has your best interests at heart during the most vulnerable years of your financial life? We have to look at the facts, and I need you to be honest with yourselves. In late 2024, the Federal Trade Commission, the folks who protect consumers, filed a complaint against Dave. Why? Because they alleged that Dave was being deceptive. They alleged that Dave was telling people these advances were free or instant, but then they were hitting people with express fees and tips. Now, wait a minute. A tip? Since when do we tip a financial institution? If you take a $100 advance and you pay a $15 express fee and leave a $5 tip just because the app nudged you to do it, do you realize what the interest rate on that would be if it were a loan? It would be hundreds of %. For those of you on a fixed income, every single dollar has a name. Every dollar is a soldier that is supposed to protect you. When you start giving away $5 here and $15 there for instant access to your own future money, you are weakening your army. And then there's the security. In 2020, Dave had a massive data breach. 7.5 million users had their information exposed. Names, addresses, and even parts of social security numbers. Now, they say they've fixed it. They say they're better now. But I want you to ask yourself, in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, do you have the time or the energy to deal with identity theft because you wanted a $50 advance 2 days early? You do not. I want to talk to the person right now who is thinking, Susie, I just need a little bit to get through the week. I hear you. But I want you to look at the Dave model. To even get the big advances, they want to see 3 recurring deposits. They want to see a consistent income. They are looking at your spending patterns. They are digging into your digital life. If you are retired, your income is likely stable. It's Social Security. It's a 401k withdrawal. You are the most predictable person in the world. You don't need an app to predict when your money is coming. You know exactly when it's coming. The problem isn't the app. The problem is the lack of a buffer. If you are looking at Dave because you're afraid of overdraft fees, I want you to do something else. I want you to pick up the phone and call your bank. Many banks today have eliminated overdraft fees or created their own no-fee accounts. Some banks will even give you a $50 or $100 cushion for free just for being a long-time customer. And if your bank won't do that, then you move your money to a credit union or a bank that values you. Don't go running to a tech company in Silicon Valley that views you as a user to be monetized with tips and express fees. You must value who you are. If you undervalue who you are, the world will undervalue what you do, and that includes how these apps treat your money. Let's talk about the side hustle feature in the app. They tell you they can help you find work to make extra money. For a young person in their 20s, maybe that's fine. But for you? You've worked hard enough. Your side hustle should be making sure your current money is working as hard as it possibly can for you in a high-yield savings account, not looking for gigs through an app that charges you a monthly membership fee. Yes, Dave charges a membership fee. It might only be a few dollars a month, but why are you paying a fee to a company to give them the privilege of looking at your bank account? Here is your actionable takeaway. This is what I want you to do today. First, if you're already using Dave and you feel like you're stuck in a cycle of borrow and repay, stop. Just stop. That is a payday loan in a fancy digital wrapper. It is a trap that keeps you from ever building your own emergency fund. Second, I want you to look at your bank statement. If you are paying overdraft fees, that is a sign that your people first ladder is broken. You need to sit down and see where that money is going. Is it going to things you don't need? Is it going to help family members who should be helping themselves? You cannot set yourself on fire to keep others warm. Is Dave legitimate? Technically, yes. Is it a wise choice for a retiree who wants to stay powerful and secure? In my opinion, no. You are at a stage in life where you should be the master of your money, not a member of an app that profits off your temporary cash flow gaps. You have the wisdom. You have the experience. Now, I want you to have the courage to say no to the easy fix and yes to the permanent solution. The permanent solution is a cash buffer in your own bank account that you own, that you control, and that no Dave can ever take a tip from. Stand in your truth. Protect your peace. And remember, when it comes to your money, if it sounds too simple or too friendly, read the fine print. Because you are worth more than a $500 advance. You are worth a lifetime of security. Stay safe, stay strong, and stay secure.